they don't feel loved. Honestly, in their heart of hearts, they feel if you really knew me, you wouldn't love me. Oftentimes they have secrets they've never told anybody, whether it's sexual abuse or shameful behaviors they participated in. And they really do believe if you found out who they really were, their secret world, what they're doing, there's no way you would love them. If you found out that they lost $10,000 in the stock market, or they gave something to somebody that they know you would not approve of, they would not feel like you could love them because they've rejected themselves a long time ago. And they have struggles with loving themselves. So it's not just as simple as, them being dishonest with you. Sometimes it's a deeper heart issue that, if I tell her this, I risk not being loved. So I'd rather be a liar and at least experience love for as long as I can. And they honestly believe telling the truth could end the relationship. Now, if it's about infidelity or pornography or stuff like that, they might be right. But I can tell you, I've worked with thousands of ladies, and most of them give a second chance to try to work through stuff, whether it's gambling or alcohol or whatever the issue is, if a man is willing to be honest and sometimes even validate his honesty through doing a polygraph. We do polygraphs as part of our intensives if someone so desires that, to validate truth. It's another way to help somebody get through that process if they need to. But fearing not being loved is a real major motivation for some guys. And if that's the case, they need to get to that. And of course, if they've got secrets, if they keep keeping secrets, they can't ever get through that. Part of the 12-step recovery process, I'll never forget when I did my 5th step. You had to go into all of your secrets. And I remember doing that and sharing that with a man, and man, I felt so good afterwards. It was life-changing because it broke the lie that if you really knew me, you wouldn't love me. Because this guy knew every bad thing I did, and he just hugged me and said, I love you. And I'm like, wow, it just broke so much in my heart. So there are guys who actually really struggle with that, no matter what they look like on the outside, no matter how rich or smart they are, they might fear being loved. Now, this lie, this reason for lying is actually a lie itself. And it's almost preposterous for me to even say this out loud. But a lot of men believe they're lying to protect you. Now, you as a woman who's mature, right up front knows that's ridiculous. Because if you wanted to protect me, you wouldn't do what you were doing. If you really cared about me, you wouldn't call her, do this, look at that porn, do the things you're doing, keep a secret, have a secret cash account or bank account, or do an investment without my knowledge. If you really loved me, you wouldn't have those things going on. But the guy, once he does something like, you're like, well, I'm gonna protect her. So I'm gonna keep this secret. I'm gonna lie to her for her own good. Now, I know as those words are coming out of my mouth that they are insane. But I'm trying to give you insight into how they believe. Now, I'm not saying that what they believe is right in any way, shape, or form, because there's no good reason to lie. So, but understand, I'm trying to help you to maybe get an insight into why he might lie to you. And honestly, some of them are like, well, I have to protect her because if she knows that, that's really gonna hurt her. Well, if you didn't want to hurt her, you wouldn't do it in the first place. And I've had 1,000 women tell me that, and they're right. So this is sometimes what I call denial, and it takes a little while for the guy to get through denial to realize, well, if you really didn't want to hurt her, you wouldn't do what you were doing.